Viewers, look at the pictures. India is flexing its tri-services military muscle. It has launched a 12-day military exercise on the Pakistan border. It's India's first war game since Operation Sindoor 6 months ago. Trishul will involve special forces, commandos, missile batteries, warships, battle tanks and attack aircraft including the Rafale and the Sukhoi Su-30 carrying out simulative offensive strikes into southern Pakistan to test the Indian Armed Forces readiness in a post-Sindoor scenario. The exercise, and you can see the spread, the geographic spread of it, viewers. That's the area across the Arabian Sea, and you can see that. Look at that huge area. It's, I think, 3 or 4 times the size of the Pakistan, the entire area of Pakistan. And the exercise, as you can see, will take place not just across Rajasthan and Gujarat, but also extend into the Arabian Sea and very close to Karachi. Yes, viewers. And it will be specifically on the Kutch region. That's where the focus will be, Sir Creek. Pakistan has been ramping up its military infrastructure here, constituting a provocation. On paper, the western half of the creek belongs to Pakistan and the eastern to India. Trishul, viewers, is meant to send a clear message to Pakistan that India stands ready to defend its territory and, if necessary, pick up where Operation Sindoor left off in May. The message is not lost on Pakistan. They're a bit rattled. The media is asking questions of their ministers. Listen to this.
देखें, इंडिया की तरफ से अगर कोई इनकर्जन हुई या कोई एग्रेशन हुई तो हमें तो उसका मुनासिब जवाब जो बनता है, जो आगे हमने उनको दिया है, उस किस्म का जवाब हमें देना पड़ेगा. वी जस्ट कैनॉट लेट गो एनी प्रोवोकेशन जो भी होती है.
There you heard it, viewers. They are trying to talk up their bravado, viewers. Of course, we know what happened to Pakistan the last time India in some ways made incursions. But let's open this up. Let's get in the experts. General Dhillon needs no introduction, neither does Sushant Sareen. General Dhillon, I want to begin with you. What's exactly going on? First of all, what are we likely to see? What is this war game? Break it down for our viewers, sir.
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to Mr. Sushant and all your viewers. See, first of all, these are the routine exercises which are planned well in advance to carry out and test our latest techniques, technologies, our strategies, our tactics, our coordinations, communications, and newer weapons. This is to start the discussion. However, now this particular exercise, the setup of this exercise, and just for the benefit of the viewers and you, I was the general officer commanding of an offensive formation in the same region.
Oh.
For a year and a half, so I know exactly what's going on there. I'm not going into any plans or strategies. I'll just give you the overall thing, how it's working out. See, this region, below the Cholistan Desert, below Rahim Yar Khan, going right up to Kutch, is a less populated area. The going is easy. There are less obstacle systems here, the natural obstacles and artificial also, as compared to area above Rahim Yar Khan, which is a lot of canals, a lot of rivers and other things. Here the rivers go very deep inside the Sindh. And second is, this area is a resource-rich area. And then Islamabad, this Chor, Naya Chor, Mithi, all these areas are the way the mining and other things are going on. Now coming down further south, the area of Kutch, the area of Sir Creek, is always been a bone of contention. And now extended, as our Honorable Defence Minister said, the Karachi ka rasta Sir Creek se nikal ke jata hai. Karachi is just at the doorstep of this map which you are showing. And now to come to this, light brownish portion on the Arabian Sea. Now this is the NOTAM, and NOTAM, for your benefit of your viewers, is notice to airmen. That means all the aircrafts in this area are warned that please don't venture into this area. The military exercise is going on and unintentionally some projectile might hit you. Now this map and this brownish area, if you look at it, it is a very clear indication if we have to carry out a blockade of Karachi, if we have to carry out, multi-pronged attack onto Pakistani soil in the southern Pakistan, in the area which I refer to, Hyderabad, Malir Kant, Karachi, Islamabad, Mithi, Chor, Naya Chor, all these areas. And as we all know, air defense is the main thing in today's warfare. And moment you have enemy's attention diverted on more than 2 directions, his air defense resources will get dissipated. He will have to face our land borders, that is his eastern side towards right, starting with Jaisalmer, going right up to Kutch. He will also have to look at their defense along the Makran coast, starting with Bandar Abbas and going right up to Karachi and beyond. So his air defense assets, as it is, are very less. Few of them got damaged or hit during the Sindoor. So this is a very good technique to attract or distract the enemy's air defense asset. Third, when we have to apply our forces, when the nations go to war, comprehensive national power must be applied. In this scenario, in this particular scenario, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force can be applied jointly in a very coordinated, very synergized manner against a very limited area of Pakistan, which can be tackled from more than two directions. So all these are the, sort of straightaway glaring things which come out as a military man when the Indian Defence Forces are doing exercise in this area, and see how beautifully we have covered a complete western coast of ours.
Yeah.
Against any misadventure or any nonsense by Pakistan. So I think whosoever has set this exercise, I know the Southern Army Commander very well, General Dheeraj Seth. He was a colleague with me, and of course the Chief. I think it's a beautifully set exercise, and it is sending out signals much before even if it has started.
I'll of course ask you how the Pakistanis on their side militarily will look at it, but I want to bring in Sushant Sareen. There's obviously some strategic messaging because these NOTAMs are being issued left, right and center. Over the last 5 or 6 months, there have been some other sorties, this, that, around the border. What is the strategic messaging from New Delhi? What's going on?
Rahul, I think a couple of things are happening. One, we are rattling the cage. And I think we are keeping up the pressure on the Pakistanis because General Dhillon is right. These are kind of routine exercises, but an exercise of this magnitude in such a vast area, I'll defer to General Dhillon, but I would imagine this is a little more than routine. General Dhillon probably also knows that better than me. He's a military guy. I'm a bloody civilian. But my own sense is that, look, there is a certain strategic messaging. You are rattling the cage, you are keeping them under pressure, and you are doing it at a time when their western border is hot. And there is a lot of pressure on their western border. There is a kind of ceasefire out there, but that ceasefire is basically a sort of a face saver for the Pakistanis that the negotiations with the Taliban are still continuing. They're not going to reach anywhere anyways. But, they will continue with this charade for as long as they can because they don't want that pressure to come or hostilities to break out in a significant way on the western border. So one is the kind of messaging which is going from here that we can keep you under pressure. And the moment you carry out an exercise of this magnitude, there will be a kind of a mirror deployment from the Pakistani side, lest India pulls some kind of a surprise. Is there going to be a war? I doubt it. I don't think so. I think that doctrinally, India is very clear that there will only be a war if there is a grave provocation from the Pakistani side. Or in fact, even a minor provocation can lead to some kind of conflict, some kind of retaliation. Second, I would imagine, and I'll again defer to General Dhillon, I think the Indian armed forces are also, in a sense, testing out the jointness of operations because we are going in for theatre commands, and these kind of exercises are a great opportunity for testing some of those doctrines which are going to become part of the theatre commands. And I think this is extremely important because after Op Sindoor, there were some voices, including of the air chief, who were saying that, maybe we can rethink on this whole jointness, theatre command kind of a thing, which I think will be turning the clock back. I think if the decision has been taken to go ahead with theatre commands, then it is important that all the armed forces, get together and work
all
out.
The pieces fall into place. Yeah,
because that is the future. That is the way to go forward. Okay. And then, of course, as General Dhillon very correctly says, the kind of threats which have come from the Pakistani side that now, next time around, we will target your population centers, we will target your economic centers, and a lot of them are based on the western borders or the western shorelines. So I suppose there would be some examination because if you just look at the this brown area, this dark brown area, coming all the way down, it gives you a very clear message as to how what kind are being anticipated from the Pakistani side. So I would imagine it's a combination of things.
Okay, so let me bring back General Dhillon here. We don't have much time. Obviously, let me also put it on record, viewers, that this map has been put together by an Austin specialist called Damien Simon, at least someone who goes by that name. So, General Saab, how is the Pakistani establishment going to mirror, to use the words of Sushant Sareen, mirror deployment on the other side? And that must be a costly operation for them because they're not exactly flush with funds.
Rahul, when we say mirror the deployment, it means the number of equipment pieces we have this side, they can have similar pieces on the given frontage. That is one way of looking at it. Their numbers are much less than us in all three services. That is the second aspect. Third is north of Cholistan Desert in Pakistani side and south of Cholistan Desert. Redeployment or adjustments is not very easy. It's very time consuming. They have to go back all the way and then come down into the area of this, which I'm referring to, opposite our Barmer sector. Whereas we from Jaisalmer to Barmer, we can come directly. We don't have to, crisscross over a massive Cholistan desert. That is one thing. So why I'm saying this is because it's important when we talk about mirroring the deployment. And second is the attacker has the choice of place and time to concentrate his forces at the given place where he intends to. And it is very important that defender on the other side or the enemy is made to stretch out mirroring your deployment, and then you concentrate your forces at the place of your own choosing. And those forces can be Army, Navy, Air Force. They need not have to come physically there. Their impact should reach that place of it. And the whole Makran coast, the whole border opposite Barmer sector and the Kutch sector and the Creek sector is there for us to concentrate our forces in time and space. They will mirror, and that is an advantage to the attacker because then they will stretch out their forces and we can take them piecemeal wherever they are, and we will be able to concentrate our forces where we need. And this triangle or this angle from where the Makran coast turns westwards, it gives tremendous advantage to India because we have the complete armada in the sea. We have the complete defense for army on the land, and we have air which is omnipresent. And plus, of course, we have the space and cyber and other things, electronic warfare and missiles and all. So I think this is a very beautiful setting. And like Mr. Sareen was saying, this is a setting to tell them, okay, next time it's not going to be a single service or a two-service operation. Next time it is going to be a
full service,
whole-of-nation approach. And one more point about this particular area must... for your benefit of viewers, the Karachi area is full of Pashtuns. All the elements of TTP are very active in Karachi, and the area opposite Barmer sector, the Islamabad and Islamkot and all which are referred to, has major Hindu population.
Right.
So these are two additional information points I thought I will share with your viewers.
Oh, wonderful. Fascinating. Again, as always, gentlemen, thank you very much for your insights. Always so full of very interesting perspectives. Viewers, I leave it at this. This is going to be interesting. We'll, of course, follow up on this story in the next few days. Thank you for watching. Right back after this short break. Don't go away.